Can't remember exactly, but I think it's 4 years. I'm going into my 5th year.
Almost 18 years.
8 years.
Probably around 5, 6 years, somewhere around there.
Well, because I had not volunteered at the hospital. I volunteered in other areas, other capacities, and throughout the couple of states. And I just thought, well, the hospital sounds like something I might be interested in.
Because I wanted to contribute to the community, and that seemed to be one way to do it.
To have something to do, I moved up here from Louisiana from the hurricane, and I had no friends here. And I worked for a little while, but I'm getting too old to work, so I needed something to get me out of the apartment rather than sit there in front of the television all day long with nothing on except news, news, news. So my daughter was a nurse here at the hospital, and I came over here to see if I could help people. Started out 1 day a week, and now I'm 4 days a week.
Well, I thought it would be good to help the hospital, and I love doing community service, and so I had researched several places, found that I could be most useful here. They were in need of volunteers, and so I came aboard.
Initially, I wasn't real comfortable where I started out in the cardiology department. I didn't want to be responsible for all that in that department, so I went to the gift shop that I was familiar with retail.
Oh, I worked patient access, and it was so nice being with the people and feeling like I could help them. And they just make me happier. Patient access is when a patient comes in for testing or x-rays or blood work or anything like that, then they have to sign in there, get the paperwork done, and then we take them to whatever facility they'll be using. But then I changed to patient discharge because I found out it's a lot more fun to take the people out of the hospital than it is to bring them in.
The first day I was assigned to the gift shop, and I was very nervous because that was not my choice for a place to work. I didn't want to work there because I didn't have cashier experience because I'm a retired federal government worker, and I've just been used to working in an office, so I was very, very nervous, and I had to learn everything, the register and balloons, and because I'm just not a retail person. And I wanted to work other places in the hospital, but they were in desperate need. They had nobody for Monday and Friday nights, so I thought, well, if that's where I'm needed, I'll give it a try. So I did, and I stuck. I'm just staying there because I really like it. I like the people, and it's a lot of fun, and we meet a lot of interesting people.
It's just pleasant, and it's always cheerful. People here, the employees and the patients, and all the different people that I meet here, they're almost always cheerful, and it's just a fun place to work.
Oh, very pleasant. And it makes me feel like I'm contributing to the community, which I felt like when I was teaching I was doing too, in my own way.
I guess when some patients or someone comes in and they're losing a loved one, or a loved one has just passed, that's just very, very touching, and probably be the most thing that I would want to, that I remember is touching.
Not really. They all kind of blend together, and some are similar to others, and there's not a whole lot of, you get one that's grumpier than the other, but that can happen any time. It doesn't, so I don't think there's anything specific.
Just being with the people and enjoying it. I'll just remember that and the friends that I made here.
Well, several talking to patients. I talked to a man one day. He came in, he had just lost his wife, and he was looking for somebody to talk to. So we talked for about 10 minutes, and she was relatively young. She was like 51 or 52 years old, so it just it was a sad time, and it's always stuck in my mind. And, you know, he was just basically looking for someone to talk to.
I work in the gift shop. It's serving the customers that come in.
I deliver flowers, and so in between times I read or have my lunch here and deliver flowers. That's what I do. And try to make the patients feel better.
I work patient discharge 3 days a week. Some of the days I have to sit at the desk and answer the phone and send other people out. And then 1 day a week I work with a sewing group. We stuff the pillows and we do the stuffed animals for the patients. And I take the stuffed pillows and animals up to same-day surgery for them. I have more friends here at the hospital than I do anywhere in town.
Well, so far I've only worked in a gift shop, and so, you know, it's helping customers that come in. Patients come in from time to time. It's just a very enjoyable experience.
Oh, fine. Delightful. No problem at all.
I have more friends here at the hospital than I do anywhere because people are so happy to see me when I come in.
Oh, I get along good with everybody. No problems. You know, with the head of the volunteers, I think I get along with her. Yeah, I don't have any problems. We all get along, and we have fun as we work.
Visiting people and trying to make patients feel better and relating to the other people who work or volunteer here.
Getting out, having someone to talk to.
I just tell them, you know, it's a nice place to be volunteering, and I enjoy it, and I think they would too. And
well, I think you need to, when you volunteer, a lot of people, like my family, for instance, they think that I can just call in anytime. My son always says, "You're a volunteer, just tell me you can't come." I said, "No, you make a commitment." And so I think about when you volunteer, I think you should consider the commitment you're making. And unless it's, you know, really an emergency, you don't call in on the day you're coming in and say, "I can't come in." And I think that's what a lot of people have to look at, that when you become a volunteer, you're making a commitment.
Tell them if they think they have the time, yes, please do it, because it's such a companionship thing. It's particularly if you're a single person. My husband died 13 years ago, and I don't have anyone but me to be with. And this gives me companionship. So that's what I tell everybody, to get out and do it.